Welcome back, folks. This is a tutorial on how to fix your AV cable for your N64 or your Super Nintendo or GameCube. This one actually works for all of them. So if you have a broken end, like I do right here, this is how you fix it. For this project, you're going to need your broken cable. You're going to need an extra video cable, which I just happen to have. You're going to need wire strippers / cutter, got a little cutter on there, and some tape. I use electrical tape. Alright, let's get this started. First thing you're going to want to do is, this one's kind of stripped, but it's not very good. So let's go ahead and take about an inch off of there. Okay, you'll notice on this you have two wires. One's just a bare wire and one's an insulated wire. It's very important to keep those separate because they send different signals. So we're going to go ahead and break this insulated wire down about 1/4 of an inch. Take that off. We got a little remnant there. Get rid of that. Alright, let's get rid of a little bit of this. Make the wires about even. You can see there, the wires are now even. Hope you can see that. And then go on to our extra cable. Untie the twisty here. And we want to take about, see there, we got about 1.5 inches of cable off, so they match up with everything else. So take your wire here, we'll cut it right there. Oh, it's a flyer. Okay, that's what you have left. And then we're going to go ahead and strip this off. Oh, about 3/4 of an inch. You'll notice you'll have an outside wire, which I separated, and your insulated wire. This one's a little bit more heavy duty than this one, but they'll still match up, no problem. And strip that one down and you'll have your insulated wire. Take a little bit more off of that if I can. I have to strip it down a little bit more. Another 1/4 of an inch. So you want to take off a 1/2 inch total. And then separate your wires again. Right there. Take another 1/4 inch off your insulated wire. Nice and straight. Alright. And then we just match them up. The insulated goes to the insulated, and the uninsulated goes to the uninsulated. Easy cheesy, ham and cheesy. Where's the easy peasy, ham and cheesy? I don't know. My kids say it better. So you wrap that around, wrap that around, wrap that around, wrap that around. Just get it really tight. Really good connection, because this is going to be your video cable. And then go ahead and take a little piece of your black tape, very small, just to wrap it. You know, maybe 1/2 inch or an inch here. And we want to keep them separate. They were separate before. Make sure and make this tape as tight as you can around the wire, because if it gets loosey-goosey, it'll just come loose again. Okay, and then I always put a little crink in there, like that, and then put a little bit more tape on top of that after you crink it a little. Very small amounts of tape. So you get your crink there, just bend it over a little, put your tape on, and make this as tight as possible too. Sometimes it can be hard, but after you repair as much stuff as I have, it become very, very easy. Alright, now we do the same thing to the bare wire, the uninsulated wire. And those are matching up pretty good over there. Just twist them together. Really nice and tight as they'll go without breaking, because you actually do have the power in your hands to break these. So all we're dealing with here is just very thin pieces of metal. Take off a little piece of black tape. And these are a little long for this tape, so I'm going to crimp it beforehand. Tape it up. Make it as tight as possible. Tight, tight, tight. Alright, there we go. Now you're going to have what's left here. That's what your connection should look like after you're all done. And at this point, we're just going to wrap it. Black tape. Stick a little bit of black tape on there. Get it going. Hold it very tightly. Wrap very tightly. Very tight. As tight as you can possibly get it. And you know, I say tight because you don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again. So I'm going to wrap it really tight. Wrapped as tight as I possibly can. Alright, just about done here. Very tight. Rip it off. Wrap that last little piece as tight as possible. Now, I could have used shrink on this project, but black tape works just as good, as long as you get it tight and you're using good black tape. Don't buy any cheap stuff you get at the dollar store or anything like that. Go to Ace or True Value, or you know, even Walmart has a very good tape. You know, Stanley name brand or something like that. All right, then we got all this crap here we got to get rid of, and we're done. Brand new video cable. Go crazy. Play some Mario Brothers or something. Play some Mario 64, the ultimate game for the N64. Or you could even play that flight simulator game. Does anybody know what that is? It's that flight simulator game that's so popular for the N64. If you know what it is, post a response. Thanks. Visit kinslog.com.